So let's start. K2Cr2O7. We have to find the oxidation state of chromium. Compound is known as potassium dichromate. So let's suppose the oxidation state of chromium is X. So we have to find the value of X. That is the oxidation state of chromium in this K2Cr2O7. Now look at this. Potassium is alkali metal, so we have +1 oxidation state. Oxygen, this is normal oxide, so we have -2. So therefore rule says twice of +1, that is for potassium, plus 2 times the oxidation state of chromium, plus 7 times the oxidation state of oxygen. So this must be equals to 0 because total charge on this species is 0 because we have a neutral compound. So therefore look at this, X is equals to +6. So in potassium dichromate, the oxidation state of chromium is +6. Take this K2Cr4, potassium chromate. We have to find the oxidation state of chromium. Let's suppose this is again X. So 2 times +1 plus we have 1 chromium, so we have X plus 4 times -2, that is this is oxide. So X is equals to again +6. So potassium chromate, chromium is +6. Potassium dichromate, chromium is again +6. Like this KMnO4, potassium permanganate. We have to find the oxidation state of Mn. Suppose this is X. We have potassium is +1, so 1 into +1, plus we have only one Mn, so we have X plus 4 times -2, this is equals to 0. So therefore X is equals to +7. So in KMnO4, Mn is in +7 oxidation state. Take this K2MnO4. We have to find the oxidation state of Mn here. So again let's use the rules. Potassium is +1, so we have 2 into +1 plus 1 Mn, 1 into X plus 4 into -2 is equals to 0. So therefore X is equals to +6. Potassium manganate, Mn is +6 oxidation state. Let's take this case, H2SO4, sulfuric acid. Now we have to find the oxidation state of sulfur. Let's suppose this is X. Now rule says when hydrogen is bonded to more electronegative atom, hydrogen is in +1 oxidation state. So therefore in this we have 2 hydrogen +1 oxidation state. We have 1 sulfur. Let's suppose this is X. Then we have 4 oxygen. 4 into -2 is equals to 0. So therefore X is equals to +6. So in sulfuric acid, the oxidation state of sulfur is +6. Let's take this compound H2H2O3, thiosulfuric acid. Now we have to find the oxidation state of sulfur. Let's suppose this is X. Again look at this, we have hydrogen bonded to electronegative atom, so we have 2 hydrogen +1 plus 2 into X plus 3 into -2 equals to 0. So X is equals to 3 into 2, 6, 6 minus 2, 4, 4 by 2, 2. Now look at this, there are two, this is +2. Now look at this, there are 2 sulfur atoms, and for this the average oxidation state of the sulfur atom is +2. Sulfur, 2 sulfur, and for this 2 sulfur the average oxidation state is 2. Now in this, both these sulfurs may be in same oxidation state or may be in different oxidation state, but the average oxidation state of these 2 sulfur in this molecule is +2. But if you look at it, this is the average. average. But if you look at this, we have this sulfur. This is the structure of sulfuric, thiosulfuric. Now look at this. This is attached to electronegative atom hydrogen. So this is +1, -1, -1, +1. This is oxide. So we have -2. This is sulfide. We have -2. Now look at this. One of this sulfur is -2 oxidation state. So if this is -2, let's see what is oxidation state of this sulfur. So -2, -2, -4. This is normal oxide. This is also normal oxide. So -2, -2. So we have total +6. So this sulfur is +6. So now look at this. This is sulfide. This is -2 oxidation state. This is +1. ये ऑक्साइड है -2 है. -2 में से एक प्लस है तो एक -1. तो -1, -1, -2, -4, -6. So total negative charge is -6. So total positive charge will be +6. So we have two sulfur. One is in -2 oxidation state. The other is +2, 6. So now look at this. Net is +4. So +4. This is for 2 divided by 2. We are having +2. So these two sulfur atoms are different oxidation state, but the average oxidation state is +2. Let's take this. Na2S4O6. Let's define this. Na2S4O6. We have to define the oxidation state of sulfur. Let's suppose this is X. This is alkali metal. So alkali metals are +1 oxidation state. Plus we have 4 times H plus 6 times -2 is equals to 0 because total charge is 0. Now, so therefore look at this. 4 times X is equals to 12 minus 2, 10 plus 10. So the summation of the oxidation state of 4 sulfur present in sodium persulfate is 10. But if we take the average, then the average oxidation state of 4 is equals to 10 by 4. So that is plus 2.5. Now as I have told you earlier, oxidation state cannot be a fraction. If in a given compound the oxidation state comes out to be a fraction, that is nothing but the average oxidation state. Average can be a fraction, but the absolute values of oxidation state cannot be fraction. So these things we have to keep in mind. So in this, the oxidation state of sulfur is 2.5. So this is nothing but the average oxidation state of 4 sulfurs present in this particular species. So now look at this. We have this sulfur. So this is the actual structure of the compound S4O6. Now look at this. These two sulfur, which is between sulfur and sulfur, these two sulfur is in 0 oxidation state, whereas these two sulfur, this sulfur is +5. This is also +5 oxidation state. Look at this. We have 4 sulfurs. All of these 4 sulfurs, these two sulfur, जो बीच में जो sulfur है, both these sulfur is in 0 oxidation state, whereas these terminal sulfurs are in +5 oxidation state. So look at this. This is -2. This is -2. This is also -2. This is +1. This is -2. This is +1. This is normal oxide. This is normal oxide. So now look at this. This is +5. This is also +5. Now look at this. 2 of these sulfurs are in +5 oxidation state. 2 of these sulfurs are in 0 oxidation state. So summation of the oxidation state of 4 sulfur is +10. 5 plus 0 plus 0 plus 5, 10. Average is divided by 4. So this comes out to be 2.5. Similarly, take this Ki3, potassium iodide. We have to find the oxidation state of iron. Let's suppose this is X. So what we have is, potassium is alkali metal, so we have plus 1 plus 3 into X. Total charges is 0. So therefore 3x is equals to minus 1. So if this is plus 1, total of these 3 iodine should be minus 1. So look at this, summation of the oxidation state of 3 iodine is minus 1. But if we take the average, look at this, the average oxidation state of iodine in Ki3 is minus 1 by 3. So this is nothing but the average. Again, this comes out to be some fractional value. Oxidation state cannot be fractional. If this comes out to be fractional, this is nothing but the average oxidation state. So what is happening is, we have I2 plus I minus. So I2, that is elemental state. So we have 0 oxidation state. So I2 combines with I minus, when this gives you I3 minus. So now look at this, all of these 2 iodines are in 0 oxidation state, 1 iodine is in minus 1 oxidation state. So summation of the oxidation state of 3 iodine is minus 1, so average comes out to be minus 1 by 3. So this is how we define the average oxidation state. Let's find some other oxidation state. Fe2O3, we'll find the oxidation state of Fe2F. So let's suppose this is X, 2 times X plus, this is oxide, 3 times minus 2 is equals to 0. So therefore X is equals to plus 3. So this is known as ferric oxide. The oxidation state of iron in this is plus 3. Let's find the oxidation state of iron. Fe3O4, oxidation state of iron. So we have, let's suppose this is X, so 3 times X plus 4 times minus 2 is equals to 0. So we have, means 3x is equals to plus 8. That means the summation of oxidation state of 3 iron जो यहाँ पे present है, that is plus 8. So if we take the average, so the average oxidation state is plus 8 by 3. So this is nothing but the average oxidation state. So now look at this. This iron oxide, this is a mixed oxide. ये आपके पास है, this is not a pure oxide, this is a mixed oxide formed by combination of FeO and Fe2O3. So the combination of FeO and Fe2O3 gives you Fe3O4. Now look at this. In this FeO, iron is plus 2. In Fe2O3 we have seen iron is plus 3. So out of these 3 iron, 2 irons are in plus 6, 1 iron is in plus 2. They are in both are in different oxidation state. But the summation of the oxidation state of all the iron is plus, I think 2 into 3 6 plus 2 8. But the average comes out to be 8 by 3. So look at this Pb3O4. Let's find the average oxidation state of this plate. Suppose this is X. So 3 times X plus 4 times minus 2 is equals to 0. So therefore summation of the oxidation state of 3 lead is plus 8. So the average oxidation state is plus 8 by 3. This is again average oxidation state. Again this Pb3O4, this is a mixed oxide, and this mixed oxide is PbO and PbO2. 2 parts of PbO combines with 1 part of PbO2, and this gives you Pb3O4. Now in PbO, this lead is in plus 2 oxidation state, this lead is in plus 4. Now there are 2 different types of lead. One is in plus 2 oxidation state, the other one is plus 4 oxidation state. So total oxidation state of 3 lead is 4 plus 4 8. So the average comes out to be 8 by 3. Let's have some more examples. Let's find. chromium CrO5, we have to find the oxidation state of chromium. Now we have to find oxidation state. So the rule says x plus 5 times minus 2 is equals to 0. So therefore x is equals to plus 10. Now look at this oxidation state. The highest oxidation state that has been achieved is 8. In the periodic table, the highest oxidation state that has been achieved is 8. Now this chromium having 10 oxidation plus 10 oxidation state, this is not possible. If this is not possible, then what is the actual oxidation state of chromium? Now to define this oxidation state of chromium, we have to look at the structure. So this is known as what we call as butterfly structure. Now if you look at this, these two oxygen, this oxygen is peroxide, these two oxygen, this is also peroxide, and what this oxygen is normal oxide. So this structure is what we call as butterfly structure. So to define the oxidation state of chromium in CrO5, we have to take into account the structure. From this structure, we'll come to know that there are two different types of oxygen present. Some of the oxygens are in peroxide form, some of the oxygens are in oxide form. So look at this. Once we know how many oxygens are in peroxide, how many oxygens are in normal oxide, we can easily define. So look at this X plus. There are one oxygen is peroxide. We have 1 into minus 2. There are 4 oxygen which is in peroxide. So 4 into minus 1 which is equals to 0. So therefore X comes out to be plus 6 oxidation state. So in CrO5, chromium is plus 6 oxidation state. Take this H2SO5 per monosulfuric acid. Peroxo monosulfuric acid. Peroxo monosulfuric, which is also known as Keros acid. So, as the name suggests, this is peroxo, means we have peroxide oxygen. So, simply if we take into account all this oxygen to be oxide, then again the oxidation state comes out to be 8. The highest oxidation state of sulfur possible is plus 6. So, sulfur cannot have plus 8 oxidation state. The highest oxidation state that could be achieved is equal to the number of electrons present in the valence shell. So, sulfur highest is plus 6, but if you look at this, sulfur will have 10. Let me look at this. Suppose we have X plus 2 into plus 1 plus 5 into minus 2. So, this comes out to be, this is equal to 0. So, therefore, X is equal to plus 8, which is not possible. The reason being the highest oxidation state possible for sulfur is plus 6. So for this we have to go back to the electronic configuration. If this is not possible, then we have to look at the structure. Now look at simply this is peroxo. So look at this sulfur. So this is the structure. If you look at it, this is peroxide. So we have a peroxide. So out of this 5 oxygen, 3 are in normal oxide, 2 oxygens are in peroxide. So taking into account of this peroxide, so we have 3 into minus 4, 3 normal oxide and 2 peroxide, 2 into minus 1 plus 2 into plus 1. This is for hydrogen, so this comes out to be 0. So look at this, plus 2 minus 2 will cancel out. So therefore X comes out to be plus 6 oxidation state. So in this peroxo monosulfuric acid, the oxidation state of sulfur is plus 6. This cannot be plus 8 because the highest oxidation state is for sulfur is plus 6. Let's have some more examples here. Take this H2 H2O8. This compound is known as Marshall's acid. Marshall's acid, also known as peroxodisulfuric. Peroxodisulfuric acid. Peroxodisulfuric acid. So again, if you look at this, assuming all these oxide to be normal oxide, so we have look at this 2x plus 2 into plus 1 plus 8 into minus 2 is equals to 0. So therefore, x is equals to 16 minus 2, 14, 14 by 2 plus 7, which is not possible. As I told you, the highest oxidation state possible for sulfur is plus 6. So that means this is not correct. That means we have to assume the actual structure of this acid. So we have this So look at it, these two oxygen, this is peroxide. So once we know the structure, we can easily define. So we have 2 sulfur, 2 hydrogen, there are 6 oxygen in normal oxide form and plus 2 oxygen in peroxide form. So twice x, this is plus 2 minus 2 cancel out, 12 plus 12, so therefore x is equals to plus 6. So again in this peroxodisulfuric acid, the oxidation state of sulfur is again plus 6. Let's find this K4FeCN6. So in this we have to find the oxidation state of iron. Cn is, this is known as cyanide ion. So each Cn carries one negative charge. So therefore look at this. This is alkali metal. So we have plus 1. Let this be X plus 6 into minus 1. Total charge is 0. So therefore look at this. X is equal to plus 2. So in this particular compound, the oxidation state of iron is plus 2. Like this K3FeCN6. Again we have to find the oxidation state of iron. So 3 plus 1, because this is alkali metal, plus X plus 6 into minus 1 equals to 0. So therefore X is equals to plus 3. This is the oxidation state of iron. Take this FeH2O6 plus 3. We have to find the oxidation state of iron here. So now look at this. Water is a neutral molecule. So neutral molecule means total charge will be 0. So therefore look at this. Let's suppose the oxidation state of iron is X. So X plus 6 times 0. Because each water molecule is a neutral and the charge on this water molecule will be 0. So 6 into 0. The total charge on this species is plus 3. So therefore the oxidation state of iron is plus 3. Similarly take this case FeNH3 whole 6 3 plus. Now look at this. Again we are having ammonia. So ammonia is a neutral molecule. So the total charge on this NH3 molecule will be 0. So therefore X plus 6 times 0 is equals to plus 3. So therefore X is equals to plus 3. So the oxidation state of iron is again यहाँ पे plus 3. So iron is plus 3. So this is how we define oxidation state. Let's have some more examples. Take this. Sodium borohydride. We have to find the oxidation state of boron. Now look at this. When we compare the electronegativity of hydrogen and boron, hydrogen is more electronegative than boron. Electronegativity of hydrogen is greater than boron. So when we have hydrogen is more electronegative than boron, so hydrogen should be given negative charge, boron should be assigned positive. So now look at it. This is alkali metal. So we have plus 1 into 1 plus x plus 4 into minus 1, because hydrogen being more electronegative should be assigned negative oxidation state. So total charge is equals to 0. So therefore x is equals to minus 4 plus 1 3. So this is plus 3. So in sodium borohydride, boron is in plus 3 oxidation state. Let's take this case HCOOH. We have to find the oxidation state of carbon here. The oxidation state of carbon. So let's suppose this is X. Then this is we have 2 hydrogen plus 1. We have 2 oxygen minus 2 plus X is equals to 0. So look at this, we have minus 4 plus 2. So minus 2. So therefore X is equals to plus 2. The oxidation state of carbon in HCOOH is plus 2. Let's take this CH3 COOH. Now we have to find the oxidation state of carbon in both the case. Now let's suppose average. So we have 2 carbon plus 4 hydrogen plus 2 oxygen. Total charge is 0. So therefore look at this. Plus 4 minus 4 0. So therefore 2x. The summation of the oxidation state of 2 carbon is 0. So therefore the average oxidation state is again 0 here. So that means there are 2 types of carbon, but the average oxidation state is 0. Means the summation of the oxidation states of 2 carbons in this is 0. But we have to specify the oxidation state of each carbon. So let's see in this way. See the first carbon, hydrogen, 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 COOH. Now let's find the oxidation state of this first carbon. Now look at this. Carbon is more electronegative than hydrogen. So when carbon is more electronegative than hydrogen, these electrons will be transferred towards carbon. So carbon will acquire minus 1. This is plus 1. Same electron is withdrawn towards carbon. So this will acquire plus 1. This will acquire minus 1. So minus 1, minus 1, minus 2. Now again carbon will withdraw this share pair of electron towards itself. So this will acquire plus 1. So this will acquire minus 3. Now look at this carbon. ये कार्बन ध्यान से देखिए. This carbon is attached to electronegative atom oxygen से electronegative atom जुड़ा हुआ है. तो because of this oxygen being more electronegative, तो this carbon is more electronegative this carbon. तो इसका मतलब ये जो इलेक्ट्रॉन है ये इसके तरफ विथड्रॉ करेंगे. अगर ये विथड्रॉ करेंगे तो ध्यान से देखिए, यहाँ से इलेक्ट्रॉन लिया, यहाँ से इलेक्ट्रॉन लिया, minus 1, minus 1, minus 2. यहाँ से इलेक्ट्रॉन लिया minus 3. Now this carbon जो है which is bonded to electronegative atom oxygen, ये फिर इलेक्ट्रॉन विथड्रॉ किया, तो ये इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ से विथड्रॉ किया, तो एक इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ विथड्रॉ करने से इसके पास है पॉजिटिव. तो minus 3 plus 1 मीन्स ये इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ दिया, ये इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ से निकाल दिया, तो ये हिसाब बराबर. तो एक यहाँ से लिया -1, एक यहाँ से लिया -1. तो अल्टीमेटली दिस ऑक्सीजन इज -2 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट. आई होप मैं फिर से एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूं. कार्बन इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव, यहां से इलेक्ट्रॉन लिया -1, कार्बन यहां से इलेक्ट्रॉन लिया -1 तो -2, यहां से लिया -1 तो -3. लेकिन इस कार्बन इलेक्ट्रॉन इस कार्बन से विथड्रॉ किया, तो यहां से -1 चला गया, मीन्स यहाँ पे +1. So -3 + 1. The oxidation state of carbon in CH3 is -2. Now यहाँ पे चलते हैं. CH3 COOH. यह तो पता चल गया ये कार्बन इस मोर इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव है, तो यहां से इलेक्ट्रॉन लिया, अभी आपके सामने. तो जब यहां से इलेक्ट्रॉन लिया तो यहाँ के पास है -1. अब ये ऑक्सीजन इज मोर इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव देन कार्बन, तो ये इलेक्ट्रॉन ऑक्सीजन के पास विथड्रॉ करेंगे. तो इसने इलेक्ट्रॉन दिया, इसने विथड्रॉ किया, तो हिसाब बराबर. अब look at this, ये ऑक्सीजन के पास एक इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ पे विथड्रॉ किया -1, एक यहां से विथड्रॉ किया तो दिस इज -2, अगर ये -2 है तो दिस कार्बन इज +2. तो नाउ लुक एट दिस, one of the carbon is +2, the other carbon is -2. So in this CH3COH, this carbon is -2, this carbon is +2. So average is 0. Twice x is equals to 0. +2 -2 0. Average is 0. So this is how we define the oxidation stage by use of the sets of rules. So by using these sets of rules, we can easily define the oxidation stage of the combining atoms. So this is all about the rules for assigning oxidation state.